going on, you guys? Raiders playing the Titans this week. Sorry I have to rush this video due to time, due to busyness. Lots of stuff going on this week. So, get the Titans. And we have a quarterback controversy, supposedly, but really it's if Pryor is healthy, you still play McGloin. That's how I see it. Last week I talked about evaluating people, and I say, play McGloin. He did something last week. Let's see if there's consistency or not. If there isn't, then so be it. But it's a tough decision for Dennis Allen. This is a strange situation, and something he didn't expect to happen. But McGloin made some throws. He made quite a few throws on Sunday that we haven't seen Pryor do all season long. I do think the improved offensive line has helped him quite a bit, but you don't see Pryor making some of those throws. There's no doubt about that. Offensive line's improved, but hopefully Jared Veldheer is back. He should be very close. Also, welcome back Miles Burris. I think he'll be making his debut this game or very, very soon. I think he's coming off the PUP list, or I think that's what you call it. Coming off that. And so we're playing a team that's kind of on the downswing because there's no Jake Locker. We know he's out for the year. The Titans do have a good defense, though. And the big thing, like anything, is don't make the mistakes. Titans have a decent secondary. They have a decent defensive line. I think Drill Casey's a very good player for them. Keem Ayers, a player I'm very familiar with at linebacker. Their defense is going to try to keep them in the game, but their offense is very sketchy at best. Ryan Fitzpatrick's a decent quarterback, and there are weapons that they have in their defense. They do have Kendall Wright, decent receiver, but Chris Johnson hasn't run the ball exactly that well this year, and he hasn't the last few. With that being said, there's always one brain fart it seems this team will play on defense. I mean, there's one bad touchdown they might give up, and Chris Johnson might score one of those 70-yard touchdown runs to the side, and that's what we can't do. Biggest key to this game is don't make the mistakes. Don't throw the interceptions. Hang on to the football. And if you work the basic fundamentals, you win this game. I feel the Raiders are the better team. But with that being said, Titans, as I said before, they have a defense. Would McGloin get exposed from one game? I don't know. They don't have as much film on him, so that's the upside. But still, play McGloin. We got to see how good his arm is. We got to see consistency, and I'm not really thinking about playoffs and stuff. I know the standings are very close right now, and it's cool, but let's think about just the game ahead of us. I know everyone's looking at the standings and the last AFC spots open, but this is still just evaluating players. I'm not thinking about the big picture. I'm not really thinking about postseason at all. Just evaluate the guys we have. Offensive line's coming back, so that's a plus. I still think the running game is not good, and it hasn't been good most of this season. No, Jennings statistically had a nice game, but he has 70 yards. If it weren't for that one big run, he has 70 yards on 20-plus carries, and that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. This offensive line can't run block at all. They're improved in pass protection. They had a pretty good. They protected Matt McGloin, I thought, very well. But yeah, the Raiders got to show consistency. I don't want them to lay an egg in a game where they come back home and somehow they don't show up. That would just be the worst case scenario. So, I don't know what you think. This is a winnable game, I feel. You just can't make the mental errors. They got to be able to just fundamentally block well. I will say, Stacy McGee's done a pretty good job on the defensive line. So far, that pick is working out. I think Michael Rivera is a pick that's been working out so far. And C.O. Moore, still raw, but things are working out. This does bring me to the one point, though. Our defense has been better without DJ Hayden, and it's not a coincidence. I hope he gets better. He was still a liability in his last game against the Eagles, but it's not a coincidence that against the Giants and against the Texans, our defense played very well without him. I thought Phillip Adams played very well at the corner position, or nickel corner position. I don't want to give up on a rookie and a first-round pick, but there are just better players right now in front of him. And even if he's healthy, which I don't think he is, He's going to have to earn his playing time back because I haven't been impressed. I haven't been impressed. I said I did not like the pick at first, and I stick by what I said. I hope I'm wrong, but once again, he's not proven me anything. Some guys are, like Kevin Burnett playing well, but unfortunately, DJ Hayden hasn't. So, let me know what y'all think coming up ahead. Thomas Howard, sad story. On another note, really, really sad story with Thomas Howard this past week. Yeah, no, everyone just be responsible when you're driving. That 100-mile-per-hour speed is inexcusable. He killed himself, guys. I know it's bad, and I don't have as much sympathy with this thing, but you got to be smarter than that. He's responsible for killing another person too. That story is very, very depressing, to say the least. So that being said, your Raiders, let's beat the Titans, shall we?